The book of Romans, written by the Apostle Paul, is one of the most significant letters in the New Testament. It addresses important theological concepts and provides guidance for Christian living. Romans chapter 15 verse 2 is a verse within this epistle that speaks to the importance of considering the needs of others and cultivating a spirit of selflessness and unity within the Christian community. To fully grasp the meaning and significance of Romans 15:2, it is important to consider its context within the broader themes and teachings of the book of Romans. The verse is situated in a section where Paul discusses the responsibility of believers to build up one another, exercise love, and pursue unity within the body of Christ. Let each of us please his neighbor for his good, to build him up. In Romans 15:2, Paul encourages believers to please their neighbors. This refers to our interactions and relationships with fellow believers and even non-believers. Pleasing our neighbor involves considering their needs, preferences, and well-being. It is an act of selflessness and love that seeks to promote their good and build them up. The phrase "for his good" emphasizes the importance of considering the best interests of our neighbors. It involves putting aside our own desires and agenda in order to prioritize the well-being and spiritual growth of others. This requires empathy, sensitivity, and a genuine concern for the welfare of those around us. The latter part of Romans 15:2 speaks to the purpose of pleasing our neighbors, to build them up. Building up involves edifying, encouraging, and strengthening others in their faith and personal growth. It includes speaking words of affirmation, offering support in times of need, and providing spiritual guidance. By building up one another, we contribute to the unity, maturity, and effectiveness of the body of Christ. Romans 15:2 underscores the call to selflessness and sacrificial love within the Christian community. It challenges us to prioritize the needs of others above our own desires and comforts. It urges us to set aside selfish ambition and seek the well-being and spiritual development of those around us. Romans 15:2 has practical implications for our relationships with others. It calls us to cultivate a spirit of humility, empathy, and service. It invites us to actively seek opportunities to please and build up our neighbors, whether it be through acts of kindness, words of encouragement, or intentional support in their spiritual journey. Romans 15:2 prompts personal reflection and application. It challenges us to examine our attitudes and actions towards others, particularly within the Christian community. It calls us to evaluate the extent to which we prioritize the needs of others and actively contribute to their growth and well-being. It invites us to examine our motives and ask ourselves if we are genuinely seeking to please and build up our neighbors. Romans chapter 15 verse 2 reminds us of the importance of selflessness and considering the needs of others within the Christian community. It encourages us to actively pursue the good of our neighbors and contribute to their spiritual growth. As we meditate on this verse, may it inspire us to cultivate a spirit of love, unity, and service, reflecting the character of Christ and building up the body of Christ.